to a reassuring word from Coach Jace. I'm your host, Jason Ray France, and this week's episode is Healing Our Nation. How do you choose to respond to some of life's most difficult challenges? Will you give what you receive? Will you answer hate with hate? Will you focus on negative energy and make it a part of your life? Or will you make the choice to be true to yourself? The only way to be in complete control of yourself and your life is by refusing to give in to smallness. I have given a lot of thought to the current circumstances of our country, as I'm sure that most of us have. I have felt torn because I don't want to be divisive, but I also want to be patriotic enough to protect the principles that our country was founded on. Abraham Lincoln has been my hero from the first time I heard of him in grade school, and the majority of my upbringing was spent under the Reagan administration. As a young boy, my room was filled with posters of American presidents of both political parties. I also owned a small personal library of their biographies, and by studying these, I gained great empathy for the men behind the images. Each is real to me, and each had their own story to tell. Each had their own life struggles, and each had sacrificed in their own way to serve their country. I don't agree with all of their views, but I certainly respect them as men. How could I not? They were people first, and they each made an invaluable contribution to maintain our way of life. When I make a mistake in my life, I have learned that it is a waste of time to dwell on it, and a waste of energy to beat myself up over it. Plenty of mistakes have been made in the past by plenty of people, no matter what the affiliation. It is too late to change anything that has already happened. We would be much better served to focus on what we do have control over. The past is gone, and the future doesn't exist. The past serves as a teacher for those who are willing to listen, and the future is something that we can prepare for, but never fully predict. For better or worse, all we have is this moment. Our culture gets to learn from its mistakes, make the necessary adjustments, and move forward. I certainly don't claim to have all of the answers. It would be great if someone did, but that is where faith comes in. Times of crisis call for men of great faith and personal accountability. I admit to having been biased, but it is critical that we stop blaming each other and build on common ground, the same ground that our country was built on. It took tremendous strength of character and untold sacrifices to make our way of life a reality, and it will take nothing less to preserve it. What do we stand for? Our children are looking to us. Are we under God? Are we indivisible? Do we have liberty and justice for all? Is this type of life philosophy simple? Maybe. Does it have the power to heal us and our nation? Without a doubt. As President James Garfield put it, quote, "There are men and women who make the world better just by being the kind of people they are. They have the gift of kindness or courage or loyalty or integrity. It really matters very little whether they are behind the wheel of a truck or running a business or bringing up a family. They teach the truth by living it." End quote. The sad lesson that I have learned through life experience is that the subjects of politics and religion can be alienating and divisive. Alienation and divisiveness are harmful. I won't reject anyone as a result of it, because I would rather focus on the value they bring to my life and the lessons that they teach me. Don't expect others to do things as you do. It takes all different kinds of people to make up this world. Whether we like it or not, the only way that we can do this is together. We aren't called the United States for nothing. In my own life, I wouldn't blame one person for a problem that I helped to create, and I wouldn't expect one person to solve it all by themselves either. Divisiveness is motivated by fear. There is a better way, a conscious and enlightened way of doing things, a way for each one of us to stand for cherished priorities while still honoring and uplifting each other in the process. We can promote our way of thinking without doing harm to others. This only requires a heightened sense of awareness. By maintaining balance in all things, we can build on our common beliefs. When we learn to be more accepting of each other and our differences, it will bring us all to the next level. After all, Isn't that what a family does? One of our greatest gifts as Americans is our common and unique heritage. We are Americans first in terms of politics, and in terms of our individual religious beliefs, a bond born of this shared history remains. Respect is not weakness. It is strength. It is born of love, and love has unlimited healing power. I'm Coach Jace. Thanks for joining me for your reassuring word for the week. Now go take on your life.